begins. At Mosca's house, the Vermilion House, home of the Explorers Guild. They know they need to get to the Randa obelisk, but it is under the protection of Navigator Guild guards, a sacred relic to the original arrival of the explorers on Ship City. They hire Benny, a contact that they've used before, a man who tried to kill them in the archive, but who's willing to work for almost anything and has almost no sense. Benny does the job, getting them past. Now they know where it is, as they expected. The vault is in the Well of Souls. A secret the Coriolites have been keeping for 180 years is about to be shown to the world. They reach out to their black-toed contacts, Zira Vandal, who owes her life to them, or their life to them, twice over now. With the assistance of the Black Toad, they smuggle their delving gear in, moving through the alcove of urns. There is an indication Blight is indeed here. Garuka gives them a warning. As they travel down, they're experiencing something they never thought they'd see. Urns, the cremated remains of the dead, and one stands above all the others. Mosca is the name. There's much discussion, and they take the bone fragments, spilling the ash into the well. Ben, convinced now that he has committed a great sin against the icons, the White Lady, the Judge, continues with the group. They hear rustling as they travel down. Vines, somewhere, some recollection. They reach the bottom of the well, uninterrupted. There, sleeping in alcoves or meditating, holding their Mercurian blades, are the silver-masked Coriolite priests of the well. Something is wrong. They're drinking in blight. The group can see at the other end of the room some sort of portal leading beyond. This is where the blight is coming from. They travel quietly, undetected, past all of these Coriolite priests who commit such great sacrilege and risk the very well-being of everyone. With cunning work, they open the vault doors, and there beyond them is darkness. All they can see is what is illuminated by their suit lanterns. A giant vaulted cavern, dead silent. Blight swirls above them. By this point, many of the group are feeling the effects of the blight that they've already travelled through. Suddenly, there's a blight storm. Their movement of air has released all the dust in the room. It swirls up, overwhelming the bird that is there to protect them and the delvers themselves. Both Pripyat and Nilet suffer ill effect. Not significant, but some. Voices whisper in Pripyat's head. The door slams behind them. They move through the blight, now falling to the ground, and they can see the secret. An astronaut wearing the suit that predates even the founding of the Third Horizon, a suit with the iconography of the Nadir, the great lost generation ship. Above that rests his name tag, their name tag, Nikovar. They find a white flower and a golden black orb. Aman reaches out to it. A golden light illuminates the room from the orb, flashing. Suddenly there's a powerful power surge. Everything goes dark. The blackout has affected the whole city. They quickly retreat taking the secret that they now know to the world. There's one last thing. Aman has a dream. He's standing alone in a white void, the endless whiteness broken only by a mirror before him, but the reflection is not his. Instead, he sees a man wearing an archaic vacuum suit, white and worn. Faded insignia and ancient texts mark his breast, a strange symbol on his helmet, stars above a crescent moon, the emblem of the lost ship Nadir. He beckons, raising a hand to open his visor. Aman awakes. A lingering sense of premonition remains. Something is coming. This is the recording. This is the truth. We record it so that those who follow us may follow in our footsteps and may not lose sight of it.
All right, so people, at the end of the last session, for those of you who weren't here, you did some cool shit. You dug into a deep well. You discovered that Coriolites had been secretly mainlining Blight to extend their lifespans. You decided not to pick a fight with the 6 or 7 Coriolites with the magic swords.
Yeah.
Very good decision, if I do say so myself. You
Even
found
if we beat them, they're probably going to, their family's going to get annoyed that we actually took their heirloom swords.
Yeah, you know what
and
that's
hunt
about.
us down like the dogs we are.
Exactly. Like, that's never happened before. Well, it hasn't, because you said no, you can keep that sword. And look how that paid back for you. I mean, that decision was good. So that was at the, and then you discovered the body of the astronaut who was on the Nadir.
Yeah.
A ship whose story is older than the story of the Third Horizon, going back 1,000+ years from where you are right now. One of the generation ships to leave Al Arda in the original leaving of that place that became so full of darkness. The Coriolis, obviously, the second of those great generation ships, was caused the renewal of the Third Horizon, but also introduced, in a weird sort of way, the wars that drove your ancestors to leave the Third Horizon and go to the Lost Horizon. And you now have found evidence that somewhere the Nadir is nearby. And the one thing you do know, just so it's obvious, is it has to be, like, assuming the portals weren't working when this person came here, then they would have had to have travelled by slipstream too.
Yeah.
So there's the possibility of following the slipstreams. And who was it that touched, or effectively touched, the sphere? It was Aman. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
So, and there was obviously also the signal that went out that caused a blackout all through the ship city.
Baklava was affected.
Baklava cooking was affected. That's right. I was listening to that bit. And now you find yourselves a couple of days later, having recovered from the deep dive that you did into the darkness at the heart of Ship City. A couple of things have happened. First of all, you've all been told to stay in the Explorers Guild house and not go anywhere else.
The assassin might still want to see us.
Sure. Yeah, that's a possibility. It's probably got more to do with the very real concern that perhaps the ruling council of Ship City have about you guys just floating around and telling unrestrained narrative to what's going on around you.
Yeah.
Of course, you're welcome to do so. I'll just run through a couple of things, and then I'm going to ask you whether you just agree, because you don't have to. You can do your own thing, right? So you're basically put in information lockdown, or at least you're not allowed to talk. You're allowed to watch. So that's probably as good a place to start as any. So and obviously some of you, or all of you, have got some stuff that you might want genetically tested.
Yes.
And one of you had relations with the gardeners. Who was that again?
Come on.
Aman.
It's all about me again.
It's all about Aman today.
Aman, the hero of Hulltown.
So, Aman, are you going to take the bone fragments that you recovered from the urn with the name Mosca on it
Mm-hmm.
and get them tested? And secondly, how are you going, if you decide to do that, how are you going to acquire the necessary genetic material to do the comparison?
I know. That's the other thing.
This could be interesting.
And how many of your colleagues are you including in this grand vision? This could be the whole adventure. We might never get to the council meeting.
I know. All right. Yes, because I would like to know what the deal is with this stuff before we go anywhere. So getting the material. Well, we could do that.
Do you like older women? Sorry, that was uncalled for.
No, it's funny because I went to a totally different place, which was I could tap into the outlet of her shower system and pick up the genetic data there. I didn't even consider anything romantic there. This was just going through the logical steps.
Actually, that sort of came to a thought that I had. Like, the height of decadence and luxury on Ship City must be having a bath or a shower, surely.
Mm-hmm.
Like all that water.
So the question is, does she actually like have a shower and things in her own facilities that she uses, or does she go to a bathhouse?
Oh, no, she uses her own facilities.
Yeah.
No
Okay.
debate.
So we'll just be tapping into that. And
This would come
there'll
off
be
as
hair
being
and all sorts of
creeper.
stuff to get washed down.
Okay, so you're going to place a filter trap, literally,
Yeah.
to catch hair and other things in her private.
Well, there should already be a filter trap somewhere anyway.
Yeah, I think that's fair, but either way, you're going to break into her private bathing quarters, facility, whatever, her ensuite, and acquire
if
it.
you're going to break into the ensuite, you may as well just like steal a comb or take hair off
Well,
it.
the thing is, I wasn't even thinking of being in her ensuite. The pipes go outside of her ensuite.
Yeah, but they join up with other pipes. Like, how are you going to know that it's her genetic material, not someone else's? This is a facility used by 30 or 40 or 50 people.
Well, that's where you have to find the layout rather than anyway. I don't know. Pripyat, go and talk to her and get a comb.
Just
You're good at talking to people.
Pripyat, have you had a chance to read the notes from last session? By the way, you're on mute, but I gather that was a emphatic yes.
No, it was an unemphatic no.
Right.
I've just called them up now.
It
Looks
might
all run of the mill.
yeah, exactly. If I could invite Nalette or Ben or Aman to perhaps give the 30-second why do we care about these bone fragments conversation, maybe that might help Pripyat understand the context of the question that's being the idea that's being put to them.
How's the leg? Good to
I think
see.
that if you ask Ben, he'd probably just get a lot of religious stuff about being cursed or something.
Right, yeah. No, so there we were rappelling down a shaft or going down into that well where all the bodies get dropped. And it turns out that there's all these little alcoves all the way down with urns in it that have got bones. And just so happened that we kind of glanced over at the right spot to see, hang on, that's Mosca's name on that urn right there.
Going right well.
we've been sent down here by Mosca.
Who
So,
appears not to be dead. This is important.
yeah,
Right. Okay. Good.
who's in the jar? It's the question we want answered.
And we very, very carefully extracted a bone from this jar, respecting the occupant, and have taken it with us.
And
to
you
get
know,
it analysed.
just to put that in context for those of you who weren't here, when we say respecting the contents of the jar, I want you to imagine literally every comedy movie made in the 80s that had a dead relative who'd been cremated
Yeah.
as a character or as a prop. That's how they respected the urn.
Right.
Very
Yeah.
Big Lebowski.
Yeah. I was thinking Weekend at Bernie's, but sure.
Not bad.
It's that kind of respect, but more ash.
Right.
And Ben is now racked with guilt. I don't think Aman cares that much, though, but Rob can say different.
No, I don't care because I was literally hand in jar when you were looking accusingly at me and judging me.
Hand in jar. Words to live by.
So the end of that is we ended up with a bone to get analysed, and we need to get some DNA from Mosca to compare it to. And I can access facilities that the Gardeners Guild have for doing this comparison.
Right.
So,
And so, where do I come into this again?
you're really good at talking to people, it seems.
It seems. Okay.
Well, you don't.
You're-
It's more that you don't shut up about how good you are at it.
Yeah.
I let my actions speak for themselves.
Who can tell the
other-
difference?
Yes.
Takes a superior mind.
Thank you. Okay. I am concerned because I'm not right across it that I'm going to fuck it up, but we can give it a red hot college go.
College go.
Yeah,
And the college go might be the way to do it. I mean, do you feel like seducing the boss?
Pripyat turns up in a toga.
I was thinking more a leather jacket or something like that, get a hickey from Kaniki or something like that. Okay, sure. I'm happy to do the talking, but again, I just don't know what I'm talking about right now. So
all you have to do is keep her distracted and get whatever you can. I mean, geez.
So I'm confused though. Mosca is not, she's the one that hired us, but
Yep.
then you
Yep.
found her name on an urn,
Yep.
which suggested that she's dead, but she's hired us. And now you want me to go and talk to the person who you suspect is dead, or sorry, to find out if she's not dead, who is the dead person. Is that right?
Or, it could just be another Explorers Guild person called Mosca. Just
It
putting
could
that out
be.
there.
It could be a popular
So
name.
are we sure that she is Mosca and not like
No.
That's why we need to get a piece of hair.
Yeah,
Or...
we're like-
So it's entirely possible that at the end of this thing, it's just going to turn out to be a junior situation, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it could
Right.
be.
I mean, it seems also cut and dried. I can't see what could possibly go wrong.
I think that we're all going a bit stir crazy, locked in the Explorers Guild.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
crazy plans are being developed all the time. No. If
Nilette and I
Pripyat,
have finished doing the robot thing, and now we're moving on to the next thing.
Is it the robot thing? No. Okay. Right. And so I'm meant to go there under the guise, I assume, of giving a report as to how we're going with our investigation.
Or just for a little chit chat, anything at all.
Well,
We
I
just
mean,
need
yeah.
some.
Did he have a chance to analyze, like to look at any of the artifacts or anything like that, Thomas?
good question.
That's what I thought. That's what I think I was doing.
You can examine the singularity sphere if you want, of course. You can also examine the spacesuit and the flower that you found in the spacesuit.
All right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, probably I'd go for the orb. Is it the orb first? Because that seems
That's
like
the singularity sphere. Yep.
the sphere, probably that. And then when I get bored of that, of eking out all of its puzzles, which probably obviously wouldn't take very long, then I would transfer my attentions and massive mind to the suit and a flower. Do you mean like flower or like flower? Like flower? Something
Flower.
that
Not Triffid.
Not a Triffid.
not like
So when I've looked at the flower and I had a glance at it, I couldn't recognize it as anything that actually exists in our universe here that I've seen.
right. So you come to
knowledge in the gardeners.
So you come to an expert, of course. I see.
So yes, indeed.
Pripyat has no idea. Yes, well, let's do that. Let's get into that then. And then I'm just concerned about to go and talk to this woman, sweet talk her, and not to give up much information or to give the wrong information.
Okay. These are all very valid
get the
concerns.
right information,
Are you
then.
talking to
her? Yes.
Excellent.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. Okay, so noting that I assume you still don't have Foundry working, we shall just roll dice the old squashioned way. I will roll dice because it's an opposed roll.
Oh, goody.
So you are rolling your, what would it be? Empathy or manipulation? Oh, there's no manipulation, that's right.
I think I've gotten further now than I did last time, so let's try that.
Okay. But you're definitely rolling empathy.
Right. Although, given my history with rolling shit dice, maybe I should use the real ones. Okay, let's.
Maybe
Three successes. I think that's all you have to say.
Yes. Okay. That's not me. So sorry, I'm rolling empathy. I just need to get my character sheet going. Okay, cool. So yeah, Foundry's working now for me.
Oh, okay, awesome. That's 2. Dan, is it still working for you, or are you in hellscapes?
I'll go check, but I actually finished up doing my experience, so that seems to be working okay.
Okay. So I'm rolling empathy.
Yep. And
do I have, just seeing if I've got any bonuses or talents or anything that I can use?
It's an excellent question. Do you?
Let's have a look. Artifact specialist, charmer. Yeah.
That does sound relevant to this attempt.
Can you stack those? Can I also do cultural savant or something like that?
No, you have to choose. No.
Okay, so let's do empathy.
Mm-hmm.
Where did that go? Okay, and then add a talent. Where did that go? Charmer. Okay, good. And then roll. Public roll.
Public roll. Here we go.
Feet don't fail me now.
Ooh, 2 successes.
2 successes and 1 failure.
Almost 3.
Yeah, I would probably go with that.
Okay, I will roll her.
Oh, shit on a stick.
Oh, wow.
Her 6 dice, and she will say, sorry, what? What do you want my comb? Explain this to me.
It would be more about spending some time as I'm convalescing. Maybe we could talk about in very broad terms where the group, what the group are doing, what we think our lines of inquiry are, and while we're doing that, and I can't really get around, it'd just be nice to have some company of someone who is a little bit more. So I'm going to go into voice now. A little more, mentally and socially advanced, and perhaps we could have a drink at the same time, and just to pass some time, something like that.
Okay, all right. So you're just trying to get her out of the space now.
Yeah. Or the other thing is, if I pour drinks and she drinks, then can I not do the old Columbo thing and just, secrete pocket the glass or something like that? I bring my own shot glasses or something like that, and a special carafe of something,
Absolutely. Make an agility roll for me, please.
Oh God, terrible.
For your your secreting of the
sleight of hand.
Have I got anything I can use there? What is streetwise? No, that's not really
Surely you could just go to the bathroom and there'll be stuff there.
Yeah. Okay, let's just do it. Public
Yeah.
roll. Let's do that. Good. Good.
Dice.
One dice.
Oh, is that because you've got your armor on? Equipped?
Yeah.
Because
it
your
is.
agility can't be 1.
How do I no, it's 3. How do I
Yeah.
unequip things like that?
Go into your combat tab and
Right, okay.
and then you'll see your armor.
Yep.
And just right click on it and select unequip.
What he said.
Unequip. Okay, cool.
What he said.
Right. So might I try that again?
Seems wise, yeah.
Other than just rolling up the visor. I say, right, let's try that again.
Didn't help, but you know, it was beautiful. All right, so you are desperately, you know, fumbling through this attempt to be subtle. She does pick you for your subtle attempts. She's
Good.
like watching you do this, and she goes, "Are you?" She looks at you for a second and goes, actually, if it's okay, I think I'll keep my glass, considering how keen you are on it. And then she says, are you trying to collect my DNA?
Dutch. I beg, definitely not. Absolutely not. I just merely picked up the incorrect glass and I thought it was mine. And I brought the glasses and I thought I needed to take them with me. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely not.
And after that weird conversation we had a bit earlier about the bathtub.
Go and talk to her, Ammon says.
Yeah, okay, weird. I thought we were building a genuine connection, but this feels very transactional. And she goes, and she swipes, what is it, swipes left on you, or whatever the right term is, you know, Pripyat 0.
Babao.
Okay, so she said she thought there was a rapport. This means that you're not totally out of the running. Just putting it out there for the future.
That's the spirit.
I think it's worse now.
You can recover. You can do it.
We'll go on Reddit. Am I the asshole? I tried to steal somebody's DNA.
But wait. Yes, good.
No.
Great.
She's not waiting.
No, that's fine. Well, in that case, I'll probably have another drink and toast to her, you know, good health. And then, yes, no, now that she's sort of shaking me down, I'm not going to ask to use the bathroom. I think I'm just going to finish my drink and leave.
Okay. All right. So after you've done that, so for now at least you're stymied. You might come up with another way to collect the thing, or I don't know, send in some trained monkey to collect it from them. Who knows? I fully expect some new plan to arrive at some point. Okay, so a couple of things. The second thing that happens, which is arguably a pretty big deal, is someone leaks that one of the Coriolite families has been secretly harboring a bunch of blight worshippers.
So I sort of came up with something that I thought Ben would do during the break. The whole lockdown thing sort of put a bit of a
well, you didn't have to accord to it. You could have tried to make a break for it. Yep.
I thought maybe I could modify it, and bringing in that, I think that would put a lot of this thing that even if, okay, so obviously Ben didn't do the leaking, but it would make him look very suspicious. Would you mind if I?
No, go for it.
Okay, so Thomas, if any of this doesn't work or I couldn't do it or whatever, just say, and anyone else jump in. So basically, after our last encounter with the assassin, where they were just so completely outclassed by that Coriolanite, and Ben couldn't protect his friends, and all they could do is just like run away. He was really feeling the loss of his like training and stuff that he had with the Coriolanite guards, and all the camaraderie, and it's basically a job to stay fit and train and all of that stuff. And the people at the Explorers Guild aren't slouches, but due to the nature of the job, there's often like not many people there. Half the time when there are people, he's like training new people. Um, then in the few days, he got this like covert invitation from the Black Toad people. Maybe it was like, Aman or Rada or someone saying, this guy is like Nigel no friends, get him out of here. He's driving me crazy. Like that was when I thought we'd be stuck on the shuttle, not the Explorers Guild, but by the icons, I'll shoot someone if you don't get him away from here. Um, but anyway, the what I thought was the Black Toad and Bandau, recognizing that a favor was done, invited them to come spar with them. Ben was getting just stir crazy, like locked in the Explorers Guild. And so he found like a secret way out, and he made his way to this essentially like fight club that they have. He stays away from the obviously dodgy stuff, but he's really trying to improve his skills. Eventually, Zero Vandal comes back from the resort, and they're like, their crew and stuff. They're like really, really skilled fighters. And so he's been, from all the members there, he's learning like lots of dirty tricks with fighting that he probably would have been too proud to use before because it wouldn't have been, honorable or whatever. But he knows that the assassin would know everything he knows. And with what is coming, he can't afford to let his pride endanger his new comrade's life or their mission for the Nadir. So he's going to do whatever it takes to protect his crew and find the Nadir if it comes to that, because he's really determined not to fail or feel powerless again. So he's been like sneaking out to go to this fight club. And given his history, if people found that he was sneaking out and associating with these types, they might assume this is where that particular leak came from. But yeah,
They might.
does that sound okay?
Yep. So yep, someone's definitely leaked it for some reason. All
Do we
right.
see Ben go out?
Yeah, do you? I mean, my stealth is probably shit, so I'm. Oh wait, my agility is quite high, so maybe not.
Well, I think if I'm the one who's like getting you in touch with dodgy people, then I'd know.
Yeah.
Being like, just kind of recognizing the signs of pent up, lion pace in the cage type behavior, and being a bit concerned for having that in our proximity.
And you may even find me there at the fight club doing the pugilist thing, because that's where I
fully
potentially have
expect you
learned
guys
how
to
to
be there.
fight. But yeah,
And then, like, maybe we all go drinking afterwards or something, except Ben has learned his lesson from the Black Toad whiskey from before. It's like that Macagole stuff where you don't get too drunk, but the hangover is awful.
So, actually,
All right.
most of you decide to ignore the quarantine. Because that's 3 of you now going to the fight club on a regular basis. Leaving Pripyat and Nilette.
Yeah, it's probably just quite happy to actually just hang out at the Explorers Guild and potter about and like fiddle with the spider, and she's just like, yeah.
Well, the spider's the main focus for me and you, I suspect, but I have to go out and get parts as well at some stage.
So we're just all completely, well, 3 of us are disobeying orders. It's great.
Pripyat's made a play for,
He's got to let that leg heal.
yes,
well.
the leg.
And he's got to maybe suck up and try to paper over the faux pas from before.
Yeah, there's no papering over that.
Oh, and with the blight effect that I got when we were down in the well and everything was going very bad, does that continue on, or is that gone?
It should
now?
have a duration.
Okay.
So if you have a look at the affliction, there should be a duration for it.
600 days. It's got nothing in the heal time. I am unsure.
It'll there is no heal time. Ooh, ow.
So I'm like,
no, it was just in the immediate. No. So yeah, no,
Okay.
you can. I'll actually remove it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And Thomas, I'm just gonna take this moment to say I completely ignored your advice earlier and got 2 other first level talents instead of 1 second level one.
Right.
Because one of them was to avoid getting ambushed because an assassin's still out there, and the other one was to be able to draw 2 initiative cards so I can try and go first and position myself.
Okay.
I know.
All right. All good. Okay. So at this point, so that rumor breaks out. Whether you guys are held responsible or not is neither here nor there in some ways, but certainly there's disruption, and one of the Coriolite families takes a hit in the right between the legs on that one, and it is unpleasant for them. Now, at
Do
this,
we know which family?
do you know which family? I will give it to you later. I haven't made that decision yet. It is not the family of Yetrepo. It's not the mirrors.
Huh.
But one of the other 4 families. There's 5 great families amongst the Coriolites, and it's one of the other 4. In particular, it's the ones who own the people with the silver masks, who guard the
Oh.
well of the dead, who might or might not have been secretly for 180 years protecting a secret blight source in the middle of the city. Might or might not have.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Well, are all of these families just harboring blight people?
Sure. I mean,
Well, that's
possibly.
like 2 out of anyway. Never mind.
No one said. Remember, the rules are for keeping the peasants in place, not for stopping rich people
Exactly.
from doing what they want to do. Just
I think
Well,
that's,
that's for the poor people.
yeah,
I think that's pretty much how Ben has come to see things now.
that's good because that's
And
how Ben needs to see things.
yeah, I think in some ways he was as naive as Nilette previously because he really believed in all of that stuff.
Today's session is brought to you by the word allegory.
That's right. All right. So, Mosca summons you to her tea room, where she's drinking tea. But you do all note that she's keeping that cup very close.
I was going to say.
All right. So she welcomes you to her tea room, and first of all, I am so sorry that you've had to stay here for so long. You've been here now for basically 3 or 5 days, although you pretty much ignored it. She doesn't seem to have cared. She does offer you tea from a samovar, so you know she's pouring the tea from the samovar for all of you if you want some. Oh, hey, actually, sorry, that whole scenario got us in the way of Pripyat. Do you want to make? You've got like culture, right? You've got the sort of cultural bonus,
Cultural savant thing.
cultural savant. Can you make a roll for me for examining the Nadir uniform? So the guy was wearing a spacesuit with the patch of the Nadir on it.
Okay, so just rolling against Streetwise.
No, you're rolling against your
Perception or logic or something?
it would be logic, and you are rolling it with your cultural savant talent bonus.
Okay, hang on. Let me cancel that. So logic and talent, cultural. Okay, cool. Let's try this.
Hey, 1 success. I mean the probably the obvious thing to say is the spacesuit seems authentic in every way, so it definitely feels like it's from the right ship. It does, however, look or at least appear that the suit has been repaired multiple times. So your suspicion is this suit was probably worn by multiple people. It might be have been worn over multiple generations, which of course accords with its status as a generation ship. It also suggests, though, to you that that ship might have lost some of its more advanced capabilities. Like people were repairing spacesuits, not just making new ones. And if you can, you make new ones. You don't repair them, right? Like repairing spacesuits is something you do if you have no other choice. Because you don't want accidental leakage or issues, so you just get another one and put it on. It's much safer. So anyway, so you are aware that which in, and I'm only saying this because most of you aren't Third Horizon folk, which would put this ship in a somewhat different state to the Coriolis, which pretty much arrived in the Third Horizon with full kit, full technology. That's why it was the resurgence of the Third Horizon, because it arrived. And despite the fact it didn't have fast and light travel, it had held on to technology that the Third Horizon had lost when it arrived. So it actually reinvigorated the technology landscape of the Third Horizon. Anyway, just for your awareness. Okay, so back to... Sorry, go.
Just
No,
checking.
go.
So you're talking about the Zenith that then became the
Coriolis, yeah, the station.
Okay.
Yeah, the Zenith.
Sorry,
and
I've been trying to read up just.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were reading the history. So it looks like there's going to be so there's a council meeting. We want you, which is called the Council of Special Circumstance, which is a subcommittee of the ruling council of the ship city.
Of course.
It has representatives from the three great guilds. So that's the navigators, the gardeners, and the machinists. I am confident that the promise of the Nadir will inspire them to travel forth and further investigate where that suit and that person came from. Because if we could find the equivalent of the Zenith, if we could find, the equivalent of Coriolis station somewhere, right now we're a culture barely surviving. Like we're scrabbling, right? Like this would, a ship that can travel for hundreds of years means a ship with life support technology that is far in excess of our own, that it has supplies. It was capable of carrying, 30,000-40,000 people on the ship, right? Like it would transform what we have. And so to find the Nadir could actually save, the Lost Horizon. It also, and she says this out loud, it also might offer us a way out of the Lost Horizon. Like we came here in ships that weren't designed for 100 years of travel. This ship is. Like we might be able to just load everyone up and go back to the Third Horizon in the generation ship. Yes, it'll take us, a long time, but we could do it. Like the ship could take us there. So there's lots of reasons to want to do it.
Yeah.
And she's quite keen on the idea of doing it. Now, in addition to that, just on that note, have I got... Is this... No, where did I put it? I didn't think I put it in there. I will... No, maybe... That's factions. Okay. Okay, I might have to dig it up. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get you this. Actually, maybe I. Yeah. Okay. That one. Aha! Here we go. All right. Oh, I know what. All right. I'm about to. I'll drop it into Discord. Probably the easiest way to do it. But you've also got access to a report from someone who has done a thorough investigation of what you found down there in the vault. So the keynotes of that are as follows. And first of all, the body at the center of the chamber was a humanoid figure, mummified, well preserved. They wore the symbol of the Nadir. The left arm patch read Nikovar. That person appears to have died 500 years ago. And the body has now been actually brought here to the to the Explorers Guild for further analysis. There was a flower. This flower matches no recorded plant from the Gardeners Guild, so that means there's no record of this plant coming from Al-Ada. There's no record of this plant coming from any planet within the Third Horizon, and obviously there's almost no plant life that's been found in the Lost Horizon, and it's not a blight flower, so it is actually a flower, like a plant. The singularity sphere is 500,000 years old, and likely to have been a communication device, and certainly triggered a signal. The suggestion is it didn't just broadcast something; it also received a signal. We can't work out where that was going because we only have straight lines. At the moment, we don't have triangulation, and so the suggestion is we need to go and find some singularity spheres to cross-index it. We do know the signal headed in the general direction of the Hammurabi arm. So Gahand, Ninhulam, Habatam, and Origa. Now, if you click on your maps, which is the portal icon on the launch page, if you double click on that, you'll find that there's 2 ships now added, the Arcanda and the Rigel. A full write-up of both ships. We'll talk about that in a little while. But
I haven't actually got it yet, but yeah.
Yes, I can't see anything in the maps either.
It opens.
Okay, it might just need you guys to refresh, or it could be indeed that there is a problem, which would track with everything else we've experienced so far today. So, but I will configure the ownership again, and I will make you all observers. So I am refreshing.
Oh, there we go.
it.
You've done it now.
Okay. Yeah. So if you open that up and you go to the Hammurabi, you can load the PDF, and there is a full write-up of the Hammurabi arm.
Come on, PDF, 0.0 bytes.
Yep, just click on it.
Yes.
Or double click, and it'll
there
eventually
we go.
open up.
Click on the 0.0.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a full write-up of the systems.
Wow.
And there's also, the ships. But we'll talk about that now.
All right.
All right. So she hands all that information to you, and then notes that the Council of Special Circumstance, which is in effect a council of doing. So the city council is
It's the working group.
yeah, exactly. Now, the three members of the council are Milruk Gand, member of the Eye, and representative of the Navigators Guild. Now, the Eye are basically the secret police of the Navigators Guild. Nefeli Bar Esravali, High Gardener and representative of the Gardeners Guild. And Vesla Samaran Synod and representative of the Machinists Guild. So you're all kind of escorted pretty much straight from Moscow. Well, first question: does anyone have any questions for Moscow before you're quickly parceled off to go and talk to the council? Okay.
Think so, no.
All right. Then you're quickly
No.
parceled off and sent to the council. Okay. So there are, as I said, 3 members.
Mhm.
They are all very serious people, and they look at you when you arrive. Now, just seeing if I've got any description of the 3 of them. Not really. Okay. Oh, the council chambers are shaped like an oval vaulted auditorium, dominated by a massive crescent-shaped table that appears to be made of real wood. So this is the second lot of real wood you've seen in your entire time on the ship city. If you remember, there were wooden doors at the entrance to the archives.
Yeah.
The wood's meandering grain winds through deep time-worn scratches, almost masked beneath a layer of dark lacquer. 3 figures are seated along the table, with shadows of hovering aids in the murk behind them. The twin odours of Sirasira and Kawa linger like an invisible cloud in the stale air. Weak strands of light shine through the heavy drapes covering windows facing the chasm, screening the chamber from the bustle outside. The first of the members, the one sitting in the middle, so there's this giant crescent table. You guys have got these little stools. You almost feel like you've been made deliberately to feel uncomfortable.
No.
It's just a suggestion.
Yeah.
Anyway, Milruk, who is Fem presenting, sit, all of you, just sit. We have questions.
All right. Well, I sit.
Yeah.
This isn't going to be a Men in Black scene of pulling the stool across and making
No,
a squeaking noise.
it is not.
No.
No.
I sit.
By the way, actually, sitting behind the council chamber is this crystalline sarcophagus. So mounted up above the council chamber on this wall is this crystalline sarcophagus with this pale white long-limbed figure who's bald, tall, thin, indeterminate gender, looking down upon you in this stasis chamber that they seem to be in.
Human?
I mean,
Esque?
so you all of you know about it. You've not been in the council chamber to see it. So about 70 years ago, a ship found a single life support stasis pod, and in it was a figure who looks somewhat human but is known by those who choose to believe it as the incarnate.
He's just paused. That's beautiful.
Oh, have I? Oh. Have I just paused? Can you guys hear me?
They don't want us to know.
Yep.
No.
It,
You crapper.
Oh,
it's like having
I'm back.
an.
I'm back.
We were just saying that keeping the secret.
yeah.
But now it's ruined my bloody layout. Bastard.
Oh,
No.
yeah, you're now in the opposite corner for me.
Damn it.
They've gone back to normal.
Now
looking
Rudder is in the
now.
GM seat.
Oh.
No, it's broken. No. What's funny is because I've got it trimmed down in the video, of course, now it's just Dan and Lily that are appearing because the rest of us have all now repositioned above. My life is
Bye.
a living hellscape. I don't know why I try. No, not that one. Oh, that's right. No, it's that one. Why is that not working? Ah, there we are. Oh, look, there's people. Hello, people. There we are.
Bye.
All right. Anyway, so yeah, so there was this white figure who might or might not be a icon person. That story sounded way cooler when I was in the middle.
That really badly shattered your rhythm. It was awesome, and then it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad.
Well,
Anyway,
we do.
this living icon, as they're known, is hanging above the council chamber in a crystalline stasis field.
And so no one's been able to unstacify them.
No one has tried. Well, I mean, you don't know. Maybe someone has. Maybe they made a choice not to.
Don't anger the gods.
Don't anger the gods. Words to live by.
Pripyat. You should get a DNA sample from it.
Wow. Too soon. Too soon. Too soon.
All right.
All right.
He's not listening anyway.
gonna be a
Creepy.
thing
So
now.
you're like looking up at this icon thing while we're being interviewed by these three scary people.
Yeah.
You
This
should
is all
see if its
very
eyes
awkward. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, you can tell that there's something going on there. You don't want to possibly know what though, but maybe you do. It's a mystery.
Another
Yeah.
one.
I like to know the answers. It's going to cause me trouble.
And then we'll say a quick prayer to the icons.
Oh, awesome. Okay, well, make a make an insight roll for me, please.
Yeah.
While you're
I
here.
didn't realize this would actually do something. Okay, insight. Don't
This
worry,
may be
Dan
your
has no
atonement.
insight, so it's all going to be fine.
It enters your mind and says, "Free me."
0 successes, exactly as I assumed. Or I could push that roll.
You could push that roll. Why don't you? Do you want to push that roll? Do you
I'm
want
not
to see what
gonna
happens?
push the roll. No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Does anyone else pray to the icons while they're here? Anyone else have a moment of religiosity while they're in the presence of the living icon, the incarnate judge?
No.
I mean, she's the white lady. Well,
she's the white lady. Okay. Oh my god. No, I'm ignorant. It's all about science.
Okay, that's
Well, that's what
Ben
the rumor
Ben
is.
can just feel it looking at him, and he thinks she knows. She knows what I did.
She does.
Yeah. And you will be judged accordingly.
I must seek redemption for my sins.
Oh, yes, you must. And you just have this sudden thought, or I could enjoy them.
Well, not much chance of that when we're stuck in the Explorers Guild. Although I guess we are sneaking out to go to the Fighting Guild, but okay, details.
Details. All right, so this is all going on, and then Milrook gazes down upon you from their slightly higher seat. My question to you is, how did you locate the vault? Like, how did you know the vault was there? 180 years we've never found it, and then you just stumbled across it.
Oh,
That was a strong
well,
word.
we just followed some clues that other people had left behind. And then it all just made sense.
It all just made sense. I see. And did you breach any trust in this attempt?
Well, no. We're very trustworthy.
There's a moment of whispering amongst the three high members, and then the one in green, the High Gardener. Why do you think? Do you have any idea why you think the dead mummy was in the vault? Like, why the vault, and why by themselves? Like, do you have any thoughts at all on that? And my second question is, and do you have any thoughts about how we progress the investigation into this great mystery that offers so much?
I would theorize that they were lost and looking for a way out as well, or at least looking around, and they were drawn to the relic that was here, the builder's monument that was buried deep. I don't know why he was here specifically and why he was only on his own, but that would be an indicator as to them wanting to understand the relics themselves.
And
maybe they're in a similar position to us. They're affected by the blight.
perhaps, well, they were certainly affected by the blight, or at least they were affected by the. Yes, they seem to have been affected by the blight. Do any of the rest of you have any thoughts on that, or indeed how you suggest we might continue to investigate this mystery?
Well, if that sphere sent out a signal, seems clear to me that we must travel in the direction that the signal went until we find something.
Oh.
That
Continue.
I
it must
totally
have
agree
sent
with
out
Millette.
that it must have been sending out for some reason. And if we cannot figure where the return signal was coming from, then that sets the path.
Okay. Do any of the rest of you have any thoughts about that? Otherwise, my colleague.
I must say the technology that they actually brought with them is significant and could be a means of actually helping our situation in this realm of space. If we could harness that technology, we may be able to save ourselves.
Excellent, says Synod. Tell me, and please, and he's got an aid, and I've been dying to use this line. And please remember, this is for posterity's sake. Tell me exactly what happened when the sphere activated. Be detailed, please, and remember, this is for posterity.
The sphere, when I reached out and touched it, it sent a shock and emitted this was a time where it emitted the wave, wasn't it?
Mhm.
And overloaded all the technology around here like it was. Now, I've dabbled in, well, I've actually an engineer, a technician by trade, and it felt to me like it was actually transmitting a wide area burst to something.
And it received an answer.
It did. It did.
But the only way that could be possible is if the signal was traveling faster than the speed of light. Do you not agree?
Indeed. But it would have to be within our space, if only along the slipstream.
How is that possible? Nothing can travel faster than the speed of light.
Not that we know of, but this might be one of the secrets of this Nadir.
Other than portals. But all the portals have been shut down. So therefore.
Yes. I have not experienced the portals myself, but yes. That would be a feasible substitution.
Supposition?
Substitution.
Yes, says Milrook, looking
Of course, for me, the character, I have seen the vision of the person in the mirror.
Yeah.
And I've probably looked at the surrounds and seen nice shiny technology as well, I'm guessing. Because it was all very white.
It was very white. It actually felt like you were on a white plane.
Oh, okay. Welcome to the Matrix.
Yeah, feel more like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, that's a pretty good analogy because that's actually kind of exactly what it felt like. Yeah.
All right. So my character, like Aman, is yearning to go out there because this is just a curiosity that he can't ignore. So he's leaning into the space to actually say to them, "We have to go."
Right. So, but you haven't told anyone about the white, have you?
No.
Okay. All right. Cool. In which case, Milrook, it switches back to Milrook. Do you have any thoughts about where the Nadir is? Looks at all of you expectantly, expecting an answer immediately.
We kind of, well, I look kind of at Pripyat because he's our academic of the group, or so he says.
Yeah.
We have some, we have some vague ideas, but we need more time, more research, more evidence before we can make, random suppositions as to where it is. We need to be able to get out of the explorers region or keep, and we need to be able to move around the city without fear of being murdered. Each time we walk out the door. Without those things, we cannot help you.
So you need more information.
Of course.
Right. Well, that is lucky. We have an answer to that problem.
Oh, good.
It is the will of this council. He sort of puffs himself right up and kind of lifts himself up, and you sort of stretches his arms out. He weirdly, can I get insight rolls from everyone, please?
Yes.
And if you don't, if it's not working, just roll the dice on, all goodness.
Sorry, Haley.
Insight.
Insight.
Right.
Yes, I got a success.
Ben actually got one success as well. I guess they're not being subtle.
They're not being subtle, no.
No.
Nothing from Aman.
No, people just don't work for me.
Ryder got one. And did
Yeah.
Pripyat get one? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he stands up and takes this stance, and all of you who made the check, it looks weirdly like the the form, if you will, the stance in a more broad sense of the word, that the living icon has taken. Like he looks like the sort of shadow placed down on the ground below the living icon, like he's mirroring the mirror, all unconsciously, by the way. He doesn't seem to be doing it deliberately, but he does kind of look the same. He's stretched his arms out beside him
Oh.
in this long, sort of deliberately shaped form, and he's like tilted his head in the same way. And he looks at all of you, and in this kind of resonant voice goes, "It is the will of this council." And those of you who failed the insight roll,
Me.
yay, Aman, good. Aman, you hear, "It is the will of the beast."
The beast.
And then it just continues on. "And of the Grand Council of the Ship City and Jamua, that an expedition be undertaken to find out more about the signal sources around the systems of the Hammurabi arm. This council has decided that you, Garuka's chosen, will have the role of special advisors on this expedition. The council will provide a slipstream capable ship, the Arcanda, that will operate under the jurisdiction of the Council of Special Affairs and the Explorers Guild." Because you do note the Explorers Guild does not have a seat at this table.
Mm.
"We expect nothing but greatness from you and service from you," is what you hear, Aman. "The
Oh,
Diaspora's future may well rest in your hands. May the blessings of the three be with you, and the soul of our Arda carry you forward, and the icons show you mercy."
okay. That sounds great. I feel really uncomfortable now.
You
I'm looking very
really,
nervously up at the
really,
crystal entity up there.
yeah, that's hanging above the council chamber like some puppeteer
Friggin' heck.
with these marionettes underneath their fingers. That one, you
Oh,
mean?
foreshadowing
Yeah.
much?
I can see after this, I'm going to be asking Ben about some of the language. Do Coriolites, real Coriolites, always talk like that? They're talking about the three and the beast and the icons
Well,
and the.
he's not a Coriolite. The guy who talked to you is a member of the Explorers Guild. They're the ones who rejected the Coriolites. They're the ones who disempowered them. The guilds are controlled by the people who threw the Coriolites out, in
Yeah.
effect.
Yeah.
Pripyat will tap his crutch on the floor of the council and say, "And shall we discuss our terms?"
Well, you can talk to the aides about the terms. You'll be paid well.
Excellent, good.
And
You'll be
right.
compensated appropriately for your time.
Um, excellent.
I think Nalette is just taken over with visions of like adventure and all the amazing things she's gonna see, and it's just
Yeah,
like,
1,000,000%. And also all the food you can try, Nalette. Like all of these lovely snacks that you're going to be able to eat. Matter of fact, you feel this desperate urge to try one right now.
hand in the pocket.
Just give right in.
Oh, it's
Um,
got
Okay.
a little snacky snack in the pocket.
cool. There's this weird warm sense when you eat the snack. It's very fulfilling,
Mmm, satisfying.
satisfying. You could have another.
I could have another snack.
You could.
Is it bringing back any kind of memories for me? Like of home or
Not really.
positive or
It's very
negative?
much. You feel very much in the moment of the. You're being incredibly mindful about this snack.
Snack. Yeah.
You're just very
Fully
present in the
present to the
snack.
eating of the snack. Okay.
Yeah, the snack
Yeah.
is very mindful for you. You're savoring it. You feel the flavor. You're actually not thinking about anything else but your own enjoyment.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Pripyat's just wondering how good his stuff will look in the captain's quarters when he gets it on this ship.
Sorry.
In the fancy ship.
So you, unless you do anything else, you step out of the chamber, and find yourselves, sort of being greeted by Factorum.
Before they leave, can Ben just take one last look back at that at the living icon
Yeah, of course. You
I think
definitely
probably
can.
everybody does because it's
and the
creepy.
council? Yeah.
It's
Did
creepy.
you want to make any obeisances to it? You know, a little bow, perhaps a knee, a little whispered prayer of thanks or forgiveness, or
I
desperate
think
pleading for forgiveness. I mean, you know, all the options are
I think
available to you.
those last two, somewhere between those,
Right.
a plea for forgiveness and a resolution to find the Nadir and bring salvation and absolution for himself and all the terrible, terrible things that he let happen.
So make another empathy roll for me, please.
Empathy
Empathy.
or insight? Oh, empathy. Okay.
Oh no, empathy.
This will go even better.
It will. It will. Have faith. It will go better.
0.
No,
You know,
no,
I'm going to push that just for fun.
do it. Love it.
Oh no, wait, that's someone else's. Oh, I still got 0. Never mind. I
Yeah.
lost one hope.
Yeah. So you turn and ask, make this kind of muttered prayer, half hopeful, half fearful that you'll be heard. Because you carry this great sin, right? And you get back. You actually do feel something. Your prayer has been heard. You're very confident on that. And that prayer, that hearing says you were doing exactly what you should have done as a good servant should. Like you're being given absolution for your sin. Matter of fact, you're being told by this voice in your head, it's not even really a sin at all.
Mm.
And you feel a little bit of your soul die. All right, you all move out of the room and feel way less creeped out by the big crystalline figure in the roof that they've got hanging there above.
No, that's going to stay with me for a while.
Oh, that's a bit creepy.
I genuinely love the living icon. I love it so much because I know exactly what it is. It's so good and not so good. All right, so the Factorum greets you as you come out. Noting, actually, I'm gonna do it this way. So noting that 3 people spoke and 2 people didn't, the Factorum has made the assumption that the 2 people who didn't speak are obviously the servants. So, Rada and Ben, the Factorum just comes straight up to you and goes, "You're the people who get shit done, right?" So
I have found that to be the case so far. Yes.
you just own it. That's beautiful.
Yep. I nod sagely.
Right. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, then let me give you the details, guys. So, Slipstream Cruiser, the Arcanda. We're refitting it. Going to be ready to leave in a week. So if you're going to do any shopping, do it now. It's been primed with an heirloom technology sensor suite that was pulled out of another ship.
Whoa.
Which might be a problem in the future, but for now,
I could guess what ship. Perhaps it might have been the one that carried the icon.
Maybe. Who knows?
I was
Anyway,
going to say, is it pine scented?
It's a point.
does have a scent.
Wow.
You guys will be as special advisors, whilst you are not members of the command crew formally. Obviously, you are experts at exploration, and you are the discoverers of the original thing. So we expect you to have significant input into the decisions that are made in regards to the expedition. You are trusted. We have also made up most of the crew, but there are actually 3 additional seats beyond your own that are available for you to put extra specialists into. You can bring 3 additional people beyond yourselves.
Okay.
And of course, the Hammurabi arm is the target. Now, there are 4 main systems in the Hammurabi arm, and we expect that you will read ahead of this trip and help us understand what we should be doing and where we should be going.
Hmm.
So, about
but seriously though. Oh,
yeah, go Ben.
sorry.
No, go.
I was just going to jump in with suggestions, but okay. So I mean, obviously, my thought was like Zero Vental because they're Delver and really good fighting and stuff like that. But
And
then again, like having Eutrapper would be hilarious given how Thomas plays them as a chaos gremlin.
That's all I think.
No other reason, just that. From a sheer player point of view.
And I was also thinking about the explorer associated guy whose name keeps eluding me, the one we were looking for.
Gal Bar
Boodalab, Gar Boodalab.
Gar Boodalab.
Gar
Yeah.
Boodalab, that's right.
Yeah, the old black toad, maybe, possibly, maybe not, member explorer.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, I mean...
He knows shit.
He does know shit. He actually does know shit. This is true.
If we want a red shirt, we could bring Benny.
I was going to say.
Hey, Benny, we want to see if that corridor's trapped. Go down there and I'll give you a rook.
2 rook. Thinking
3, and that's my final offer.
Exactly. You got it in 1.
I'll throw in this shiny, shiny bauble.
Well, you can literally walk out and go, we already know who we're taking.
What do others think of brainstorming? I mean, it would be fun.
I definitely think Zera is a good option. Smart muscles. Pripyat not, Geb. Is it Geb? Garb. He's like, I suppose I could probably use an assistant. That's not the worst thing that I've heard. And who was the other one? The Chaos Monkey. Who's that?
Eutrapper.
Oh, he's a Coriolis, yeah?
Yeah.
He's the Coriolis, and I don't know, he's the family member of the one that from Ben's backstory, so I don't know. From a player point of view, I think it'd be hilarious, but my character would certainly not want him there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm not sure about a third.
But he is very, very rich. Like, he could buy us so much stuff.
I like that it's boiled down to, but he's got a lot of money.
I mean,
so much money.
One of my Call of Cthulhu characters, their main thing was just they have so much money. And that was quite fun to play, but anyway.
Yeah. Well.
But actually, yeah, maybe he'd be just like willing to pay to get a seat on this if he heard through his probably extensive grapevine.
Yeah.
You're on. Yeah.
Do we want the headache of having, or the possible headache of having a Coriolis?
Isn't he also like really into artifacts and stuff?
Yeah,
Like
well, he's a
He is,
collector.
like-
He's a
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the collector. Rada, do you have any thoughts to add?
No, you guys have nailed it. I've got nothing extra to add. You guys saying what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Be nice to get some money before we go.
Okay. I'm just gonna
Mm.
say this, but it'd be hilarious if you guys, because obviously the characters don't know, but you make Ben go to ask him to join us, and he'd have to be issuing that through gritted teeth.
Well, then we definitely have to do that.
But wouldn't that be kind of like, inviting, like a French high lord or something, someone who thinks they're going to be in control of everything? Wouldn't that be part of the problem?
It would
To
be.
be fair, he seemed pretty hands off before when we were taking him the whole, hey, we think there's
Yeah.
a lot of danger on this ship, and he's like, oh, I could do a peace ceremony.
Yeah, and didn't we just find out that pretty much all of the Coriolites are in on this, or are they all? I don't know if they all are. I'm not sure, but part of the secrets and the keeping the blight going on this rock that we're all living in, isn't that? I don't know. Maybe I've missed that.
To be
They
fair,
could-
as far as most of the characters know, it is only those wardens, and Utrepo did try to warn us about the wardens, to be also fair, and he tried to warn us about the assassin.
Yeah, he did.
So it hasn't been like all, taking time off from my usual stuff to speak seriously. I can see some genuine advantages other than just being hilarious. Like he does have that artifact background. He is extremely wealthy, and he might be able to give us information on Coriolite stuff, seeing as he is from one of the highborn families. But at the same time, yeah, I've already suggested two, so I feel that that's sort of already over my quota, and I'm willing to go with whatever you guys think on that count.
So, well, the other question is then, who else, if we didn't bring him, who would we want? Or like, what other skills would we like to have? So that, Zendal is obviously an amazing fighter and heirloom weapon technology. Garberdley could be more like a mentor to all of us for delves and exploration and like looking for artifacts and things. Interpretation. So if not Utrepo, what would be good skills to put into that third position?
Well, the other one is we're going into danger and into unknown, so it might be worthwhile to have another combat wombat just in case shit goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sold on those first two. Sorry, it's Zera, yeah? Zera is the combat.
Sarah Van
Dow
Dow is the explorer, maybe assassin. It's not quite clear.
Oh, sorry, not the one. That's the one who was trying to kill us. Sorry,
No, that's not the one that was trying to kill you. That's the one who you met in the open, who you saved. Actually,
Yeah.
So yeah,
We met them initially on the delve, so they are
Yeah.
a delver themselves, albeit Black Toad rather than Explorers Guild.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they have delving skills, and I guess they'd know a bit about artifacts as well. Yeah. I mean, I guess we don't know if Utrepo can fight or not, but I doubt it.
It has never come up.
Yeah.
You do get the distinct impression Utrepo knows how to fight. You pay money to that person to beat up that person.
The money comes. Yeah.
The solution is easy. That person gets paid to make that person feel pain. Yes.
Yeah, the first two I'm sold on. I'm not sold on Utrepo.
Yeah,
but
fair.
happy to go with the consensus.
I mean, if you wanted to bring Moscow along to try keep getting the DNA.
I am not going anywhere near that person any longer. Played my one card, I'm done.
That's the... I don't know, I'm trying to say something to get his spirits up that he might have a chance. Maybe on New Year, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm being really inappropriate today. I'm really sorry.
You could do it, mate. You could be you could have a chance.
That's right. You're a player.
He wouldn't mind getting slapped down if he was trying to, have his, get his way. But it was more the fact that it was such a clumsy attempt at getting the DNA. It's like he feels like he's been just completely humiliated by that. So yeah, no, not that person.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
All right. So
I'm just
don't have.
thinking of all the factions that are going to be investing people into this ship.
Yeah.
Because we haven't really made any other, I mean, apart from Benny, that
Make me
personal
friend.
contact to call on. So
Well, I mean, I will just mention you haven't considered the cousins in any of this
Yes.
conversation.
All of them are
I've been
cousins.
thinking about the cousins.
There's only 3 people, Thomas. So which
If they were
3
talking
cousins?
30,
Yeah, which 3 cousins do you want?
which 3 are expendable?
No, they're not pennies.
They're not pennies. They're not pennies. They're better
Oh,
than
we
pennies.
can put a small robot on the seat.
Yes, you could. You could have your robot. All right. So to sort of help you make your decision, a little bit at least, you do get a message from Zera Vandal. Hey, guys, look, I feel like we have a special relationship, you know, it's a relationship built on trust and saving each other's lives, or at least letting me live. I would really love to come. I would consider it a very fine gift
Another
indeed.
favor.
If
excellent.
you know,
And what can you bring above all the other applicants?
Well, now that they want it so much, I'm not sure.
Well, I guess Ben will say we would be honored to have you join us.
awesome. Well, why don't you just put my name down on that line, and
Yeah.
I will happily pass you each a little token of my respect. So you each get 3,000 rook.
Oof.
So that's shady as fuck now. I'm really having second thoughts now about
And I picked someone else as being trying to pay their way on, but okay.
Yeah, but the black toads are the ones with lots of money. The
All
Coriolites hang on to what they have. The black toad are making money.
Yeah.
Making
So,
bank. Okay.
yeah.
I
So,
guess
yeah.
as Privy had said, this is like pretty shady, but secretly Ben is actually kind of glad that he'll have a sparring partner on the ship, because otherwise, like, no
Hey.
one else really tends to.
Hey.
Come on, you're great and all. Like, you're really, really great. But sometimes you need someone who's more into the martial side of things as well as the weightlifting.
But I've basically been punching the punching bag for the last 3 months.
Yeah, I know, but look,
for the last 3.
I'm gonna be honest. The polearm and blade fighting, it's just, you know.
You want to be polearm and blade fighting? Fine.
Sorry.
Fine. No, you bring on your own little sparring partner. That's fine.
Amon, when it
I'm
comes
just
to
going to
getting
go and
beaten in
check
the
some
face,
stuff in the other room.
Amon, you know how much I respect you as a sparring partner with the getting beaten in the face on a regular basis and hearing your stories about ripping that spider apart with your bare hands. You know that I love hearing about this.
You want mixed
But,
martial
you know,
arts, don't
sometimes
you?
I just like to fight someone a bit different who, you know, challenges me. I mean, who...
Well, you are my favorite punching bag.
Fine, you go over and see other people.
Yeah.
We'll always have the punching bag. And he goes over and starts sparring with Vendel.
I don't know.
So good. So, okay, so there's pretty much a catastrophic breakdown of relationship, which is excellent. Now, are you gonna approach your Trepo? Are you gonna try and get Gar Bootaleb included? Are you bringing Benny?
I'm more keen for Gar and Yutrepo. What are other people
Wow,
thinking?
Benny didn't
I-
even make the mark. That's harsh.
I know it's harsh.
That's harsh.
The
think there's
player
the other
me
Bennies.
will say Gar and Eutrapo.
Gar and Yutrepo. All
Bye,
right.
Benny.
Okay, so that's fine, he says. This is Benny, by the way. Benny's like, it's okay. I got a job on the ship anyway.
That's amazing.
Excellent.
We'd
Wow.
expect nothing else.
Oh,
They needed someone to clean the pipes.
Why did they give you a red shirt?
No, they
It
haven't
looks
given
like
him a red shirt, but they have given him a kind of bodysuit with cleaning stuff all attached to it, and he kind of wiggles his way down the pipes.
Oh my
It's
god,
rubber,
he's
isn't
he's Lister from Red Dwarf.
yes.
What I actually had in my mind's eye was, when they show those dogs that get mops attached to them and he go across the floor. It was a meme a long time ago, but it was pretty funny. Anyway, so that's what he's looking like. So Benny's coming, and look, you've got the other people. Like it's fine. You've got good quality people. You get Gar and you get your Trepo, who is very happy to come. Do you try and pump him for money or anything, or do you just say, "Hey, do you want to come?" Gar's not
Okay.
paying; he has no money.
Yeah.
So I think Ben would never normally do this, but he is like annoyed at this choice. So he probably is going to be like as unfriendly as it's possible to be while being extremely polite and speaking the equivalent of Kago as he asks him to come join us and hints that we all need money.
I'm happy to take that transaction.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, get another 2,000 rook each
Great.
from
Was that?
Awesome.
from your Trepo. Just quite happy to just
okay.
splash some cash in your general direction.
Also,
So,
guys,
have we
sorry
just
that I'm
received, like-
monopolizing this so much.
Have we just
Great.
received like 5,000 or something all up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You've traded away your souls for
It's all about
space
survival.
money. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
wow. That's a lot of money.
It feels like a lot of money, but don't worry, I have plans. And yeah, Benny's coming. Benny's on the ship. He's there with you. Great guy.
Awesome.
He'll come and sit with you for lunch and other things. Very happy to catch up.
Can we make it? Sorry.
Yeah, go. No, ask the question.
Can we make it canon that Benny looks like that guy from The Mummy, the one with like all the charms?
You think
That's Benny.
Sorry, that is
Yeah.
Benny. That's what
That
we've
is Benny.
assumed all
Benny.
along.
That's exactly who we're talking about.
Excellent.
Lily, that's who everyone thought Benny was. I don't know how else to say it, but
Absolutely.
that was literally what I had in
He
my
can
mind.
have the fez. He can
Yeah.
do all that.
Yeah.
The
He's
weak
got,
little moustache.
yeah, he's got all these different icons. Because the beautiful thing is there's like 12, arguably 13 icons, depending on who you talk to. So
Yeah.
he's got all the icons on chain, on different types of, symbols. He's got the 3 captains on a different, set of chains. He's got the symbol of the people who think that we should never leave, that we should never have come to the Lost Horizon. He's got the symbol of the people who think we should destroy all technology and learn to live with the blight. He's got everything.
Has he got one from Maristo yet?
No, but he's happy to have one because you never can have enough. He does quite creepily have a little casket like one with the white figure inside it.
Oh.
He wears that a lot too.
Excellent.
When he's desperately struggling for survival, he's praying to the living icon, the 13 icons, the 3 captains, the blight gods, the builders, you know them.
Whoever's going.
Doesn't matter.
Excellent.
Yeah. Happily, very happy. Okay. So
Excellent.
hey, one key question. Does Aman, I can't remember, does Aman have any connection with Coriolites?
No,
No. Okay, good. Yeah. All right.
really, it's only like down in the gutters with Toad and
Right,
others.
yeah, no. Oh, gee whiz. Ooh, that's a good point. Can you make a logic roll for me?
I hope so.
It's the only other place where you would have encountered it.
We believe in you.
I'm going to assume there's no talents I can do that, so let's just do it.
Mm-mm.
Do it.
No.
I'm going to push that if I can.
Are you?
Push it.
Awesome.
Push it.
Awesome. Good.
Push it.
Do it. Because you don't mention the weird dream, the weird things you heard, do you?
Not yet.
No. Okay, cool. So you haven't talked to anyone else?
No. When we have a quiet time, that isn't from the lockdown, I will talk to people.
Okay.
Because the thing that I know is that something was at the other end.
Oh, of the white.
believe.
Yes, you can talk
Yes.
about that. Cool. Yep. So no, there's nothing there. And you heard some specific words in what the guy was saying to you. But you also didn't pick up on the particular emphasis. It's all
okay.
it's all ancient, weird mythological history that only Coriolites care about, it turns out.
Yeah.
Mm.
At some stage, I'm probably going to tell the group when we're in one space.
Well, you're in one space. You've got a whole week,
Okay.
so you
Well, I do tell the group then. I mean, if we've got a nice quiet space,
tell them about the weird
yes.
hallucination you
By
had.
the way, guys, when I picked up that sphere,
Yeah.
how I know it was actually a transmission device was that something responded. And I explain and basically just play back what I had.
Okay. Cool. So on that note, then, so anyone got any thoughts on that?
It's just a big white space.
Big white space.
I think this is an omen of some sort, whether good or ill. Who could say? But I think that you should pray to the icons and hope that everything goes well for us. I think we'll need all the help we can get.
For the greater good.
For the greater good. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll take note of the praying to icons thing. I'm not really the religious type, and it's kind of got me this far so far.
Okay. All right. So, you've already kind of agreed to do what they want you to do. So the Black Toad are happy. The Coriolites are broadly happy. Benny seems happy.
That's the most important thing.
It is. And yeah, you guys have a week to go shopping. And
oh my god, the lights just like ka-ching, dollar signs.
And some of you have got 15,000 rook to spend.
Jeez.
Now, I will just remind you all, because this is important. When you go on delves, you won't be able to take most of this shit with you.
Yeah.
You guys were massively overloaded last time.
Oh yeah, that was
like to carry enough supplies, unless you buy one of the. I think there's a rig you can buy to carry some supplies for you. I know you've all got backpacks. Those of you who have backpacks might want to upgrade their backpacks to the better backpacks that can carry a little bit more. But yes, just to remind you, you do have a lot of money, but you also only have limited carrying capacity, explicitly. However, a number of you are just carrying fusillade pistols. You might want to.
I was going to ramp it up to
Oh,
a
that's a good idea.
fusillade spewer, actually, if you really must know.
I see. Go on the grape gun.
So, just checking, seeing as we're like super important and going on a super important mission now, do you think that weapons that might not ordinarily have been available to us might have become available from, the various armories that may have
You mean
maybe
guild
gone-
armories?
Yes.
I will allow you to either yourselves or nominate your preferred person to negotiate for access to guild tech. But you don't just have it. You have to convince them to give it up. So you can either get you can either put your best talker in front of the problem, or you can find someone in your group who's already a member of that guild, maybe not in good standing, but a member of that guild, to in effect do it for you. But yes, you can procure. You have a chance of procuring guild tech. They will allow you to buy it.